In 2021, digital assets had a banner year. Cryptocurrency investors experienced yet another roller coaster ride, and the new year should see cryptocurrencies reach new heights. Almost every cryptocurrency from Bitcoin to Dogecoin set new highs and delivered massive gains. However, in May, the entire market's value was wiped out in just 7 days. In September, China's crackdown on cryptocurrency grew to include a ban on all transactions. Other wild 2021 crypto moments include El Salvador making Bitcoin legal tender, meme tokens exploding, and an NFT selling for $69 million. So what happens after the most successful crypto year in history? Probably not as big a year. Today on CryptoTrends, we'll look at some cryptocurrency predictions for the year 2022. Please keep in mind that nothing in this video should be taken as financial advice. Before investing in any cryptocurrency, do your own research. If you're new here, please subscribe and enable the notification bell to receive future videos like this. Our predictions will be kicking off with Bitcoin. According to Arcane Research, a blockchain research firm, Bitcoin will outperform or underperform the S&P 500. Despite the threat of rising coronavirus cases to the global economic recovery, both Bitcoin and the benchmark index posted impressive gains in 2021, with Bitcoin rising 66% and the S&P 500 rising around 27%. However, because Bitcoin has been behaving more and more like a risk-on asset, Arcane Research believes it'll amplify significant stock market movements. As a result, if the stock market continues to rise in 2022, Bitcoin will most likely outperform. The firm predicted, however, if the stock market has a bad year, Bitcoin will most likely underperform. Other experts believe that Bitcoin will hit a new all-time high this year. Several factors, including increased acceptance by traditional companies and rising demand for Bitcoin ETFs, support higher Bitcoin prices. Experts believe Bitcoin will reach $100,000 by the end of 2023, but some analysts believe it'll be reached by the end of the first quarter of 2022. Others are still hesitant to pick a specific date or year, predicting that Bitcoin will not be worth more than $70,000 by the end of 2022. Carol Alexander, a finance professor at Sussex University, predicts that Bitcoin will crash to a low as $10,000 in 2022, effectively wiping out all of its gains over the previous year and a half. Alexander forewarned of the possibility of history repeating itself. After reaching a high of nearly $20,000 a few months earlier, Bitcoin fell close to $3,000 in 2018. Supporters of cryptocurrency frequently claim that things are different this time, with more institutional investors entering the market. Without question, Bitcoin's price chart appears to track many historical asset bubbles and busts in carrying this time it's different narrative, just like other bubbles, said Todd Lowenstein, chief equity strategist of Union Bank's private banking arm. The next prediction we have for you is about the altcoin king and Bitcoin's direct rival, Ethereum. Arcane Research also predicts that Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin again in 2022. Long regarded as the second best, Ether outperformed Bitcoin in 2021, increasing 418% versus 66% of Bitcoin. This performance gap is the widest seen since the launch of Ethereum in 2015, Arcane said. The surge in NFT sales volume is one of the reasons Ether will continue to outperform in 2022. The majority of these tokens continue to operate on the Ethereum blockchain, and this year, major upgrades ranging from the Berlin update to the London hard fork aided in increasing the network's capacity to process more transactions. The price of Ethereum increased after the announcement that the ETH 2.0 upgrade would be released. This upgraded project is expected to be continued in 2022, which analysts believe will be one of the major factors leading to the ETH price increase up to $6,000 by the end of 2022. Billionaire investor Mark Cuban recently stated that he believes Ethereum has a greater potential for growth than Bitcoin. I like ETH L2S more, and there's no point arguing the trilemma, halving or inflation. He said, I like it more because I can see an unlimited number of applications that will change the biz or consumer world forever. And to use them, you need to buy ETH or L2. BTC doesn't have a demand pull. Another major performer in the crypto world is Binance Coin or BNB. Binance Coin or BNB increased by over 13,000% in 2021, while Bitcoin increased by only 66%. BNB is the native token of Binance Exchange, the world's largest exchange by daily volume, which Changpeng Zhao co-founded in 2017. Binance is estimated to have 30 million users with a peak daily volume of 76 billion in 2021. With BNB currently trading around $452 As per walletinvestor.com, they believe that it has the potential to reach $997 by the end of 2022. That's a 90% increase. Several other coins forecasting websites and price targets ranging from $850 to well over $1,000. The overall sentiment is positive, and we anticipate a lot from BNB as well as Binance itself in 2022. However, the biggest threat to it is a huge volatility, as some analysts argue that the prices might plunge. Still, some bull experts predict that Binance can cross the $1,000 mark by the end of 2022. The next is a rising star, Solana or Sol. Solana or Sol prices only began to rise in February, when the entire crypto market was in a tailspin. However, unlike other crypto giants, Solana's price did not feel the crash in late spring 2021. As strongly as Bitcoin or Ethereum, though, it did fall. After a relatively slow and uneventful June and July, the price of Solana increased in mid-August and continued to rise until mid-September. The cryptocurrency appears to be undergoing a correction at the moment, as the Sol price has been steadily declining over the last few days. Solana has a lifetime high of $260.06 and a current price of $141.50. According to Wallet Investor Forecast, Solana's value will increase in 2022, with the average price of Sol being $217 in January and $240 in Feb. Experts at coinpriceforecast.com believe that the Solana price will rise gradually and reach $269 in the first half of 2022, while other experts believe that the cryptocurrency will remain in the $300 range in 2022 and may even rise to $400. Another important crypto prediction for 2022 is that most meme coins will fade into obscurity. Arcane Research said that we cannot summarize the 2021 market without mentioning the absurd meme coin rally of 2021. Meme coins are essentially a casino, but they benefit from positive feedback loops because winners generate a lot of public interest, which keeps the wins coming in. A downward or sideways cycle, on the other hand, can be extremely harsh. In 2022, there will be less ape-like behavior among crypto newcomers, and there will be more consolidation around informed investment. This means that coins like Doge will continue to lose steam, and Doge peaked in May, and new pumps will only have limited upside. In 2021, investors witnessed an emergence of meme coins at an alarming rate. Dogecoin spin-off Shiba Inu, for example, skyrocketed 44,540% last year. And Squid, a cryptocurrency named after the popular Netflix series Squid Game, jumped more than 75,000% in less than a week before disappearing into obscurity. Another crypto prediction for 2022 is that USD inflation will peak. Sentiment is a major driver for inflation because it influences price and wage setting for the future. Food manufacturers, for example, have already announced price increases that will take effect in January, implying that inflation will likely continue into early 2022. However, there's no reason to believe that temperatures will fall in the second half of the year. The demise of President Biden's Build Back Better Act is significantly symbolic for business sentiment and inflation planning. Regardless of your feelings about the bill itself, its potential benefits to Americans, or the magnitude of its actual potential impact on the money supply. Furthermore, preliminary indications from South Africa indicate that COVID-19's Omicron wave will be brief, mostly because it is so infectious. This could imply that many of the pressures that have been driving the US inflation over the last 6 months will begin to ease by June or July. This includes supply bottlenecks caused by a lack of farm workers and manufacturing shutdowns in China, as well as an unprecedented surge in durable goods demands, which should subside as normal people return to a more normal way of life. Also, regardless of the larger COVID picture, summer is likely to be a very low period, which should put at least temporary downward pressure on the goods consumption, and that accounted for much of inflation. NFTs might keep tanking. This is a bit of a layup because many formerly high-dollar non-fungible tokens are already bleeding, and a lot of those prices were most likely manufactured through wash trading in the first place, so they have even further to fall. We see the market for profile pic and celebrity-branded NFTs in particular collapsing, as much of their price action over the last 18 months has been based on the mistaken belief that they're art and will trade like a Basquiat or Van Gogh. They're not, and they will not be. The last crypto prediction for 2022 we'll be looking at is that more nations will adopt Bitcoin. Following El Salvador's announcement of its new Bitcoin policy, reports surfaced that other countries, primarily in South America, were considering similar steps. They recently received a strong nudge from the Bank of England which has given the go-ahead on December 21st to essentially seize nearly $2 billion in Venezuelan gold reserves. Instead, it may hand over the gold to Juan Guaido, a Venezuelan opposition leader who's well liked by Western intelligence agencies. And this sends a clear message to any country that dares to oppose neoliberal hegemony. Your bank, your gold are not safe. Bitcoin is an undeniably appealing alternative to that threat. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and most importantly, do your own research and seek the advice of a financial advisor before you invest in crypto. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this. And while you're here, watch one of the other two videos on your screen, and we will see you later.